Today's about Ware boards. The ones that we're making today are going to be using 3/4 inch plywood, and I will get around 9 of them because I'm going to make them 10 inches wide because that's what fits on my wall over there. So a Ware board is really important if you're going to be doing pottery or ceramics because it helps with the drying process. Once you pull something off of the wheel or out of the mold, or if you're done hand building, you set this on the plywood and the plywood absorbs the water, which helps it dry a little more evenly. You still have to, rotate it and everything, but this just really helps with the process. Plus it's convenient. So all of your wares will be on the Ware board and you just pick it up and move everything at once over to a drying station. It's going to be a super short video. There's just not much to it, and I hope it helps. Now that we have our Ware boards cut, these are all 10 inches. That gives us 18 with 2 pieces of plywood, 8 foot long. That gives us 18 boards with 2 6-inch strips that we're going to use for cottle boards later on for the small ones. Now we're going to hang these. What I use for these is just this. Sometimes I'll use these and then put a bar in there to, hang rags on and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to replace all of these because these are old. Once you use these for a while, they start separating and they start warping out and bending. You see that? So it's time that these get replaced. And then we're going to put some new ones here. Now I did these the full length of I did these the full width of the plywood, and I'm probably not going to have room for those here, so I'm probably going to need to cut these down a little more, which is fine. We're going to bring them all the way to the floor and all the way up as high as I can reach, and then we're going to bring those all the way down. All right, let's do it. But I think we all know how to hang these. I'll show you how to do one, and then if you don't, then you'll get the gist. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these a third. So say we're going to do this big one. You're going to cut this into thirds. So I always put the long one to the wall and the short one out because it gives it that extra strength that it needs to hold the weight. And you're not going to have something hanging out that you're going to catch yourself on. So like I said, no matter how big the board is, come in thirds, and that's where you want it. Because if you do it like this, you're going to have the warping in here. And if you do it too close, it will warp the other direction. As much as I can do today, I ran out of brackets. As you can see, this is a pretty good start. It's enough to get me going. Even this whole wall is probably not going to be enough when my production ramps up, so I'll probably have to put some more of these over on my R&D section. Anyway, if you want to see how to make a DIY drying cabinet, hit it right here. I invented it. I did not invent the parts, but I invented putting them all together and turning it into a drying cabinet. I'll see you over there. Thanks.